They say winning is everything, but nobody tells you what that everything costs. Winning isn't a gift. It's not handed to you just because you showed up, or because you want it badly. Let me tell you a secret. Everyone wants it badly. Everyone dreams of that moment on the podium, that taste of victory. But dreaming is easy. The real question is, what are you willing to sacrifice for it? What are you willing to grind for, to endure, to bleed for? That's where the separation happens. That is the line between those who just dream of victory and those who go out and own it. If you want to win, you have to do what it takes. That phrase sounds so simple, but it is brutal. It means waking up before the sun even thinks about rising, when every cell in your body is screaming for more sleep. It means saying no to the distractions, to the parties, to the comfort, to the endless excuses, especially when everyone else is saying yes and indulging. It means choosing discipline over desire, time and time again. It means choosing consistency over your mood and staying hungry even when you feel satisfied. You don't win by chance. You win by design. You win by relentless focus, by refusing to quit when it hurts, and then, in that moment of pain, finding the strength to push even harder. When you step onto the battlefield of life, and it doesn't matter if that's in sports, in business, in the classroom, or in your own personal battles, you need to understand that talent only gives you a head start. Talent might open the door for you, but it's grit, it's sacrifice, and it's that unshakable willpower that will carry you through it and over the finish line. Winners don't ask, what's the minimum I can do to get by? They look at the challenge and ask, what's the absolute maximum I can give? They're not looking for shortcuts, they're looking to leave it all on the field. And here's the cold, hard truth. Doing what it takes to win will cost you. It will cost you sleep. It will cost you comfort. It might even cost you friendships that don't align with your vision and your drive. It may cost you years of grinding in the dark, with no applause, no recognition, and no immediate reward. But that is the price of greatness. That's the toll you pay on the road to victory. And only those who are willing to pay that price day in and day out can ever truly taste what it feels like to win. So you have to see beyond the now. You have to keep your eyes locked on the bigger picture, on that distant goal. When you're sore, when you're exhausted, when that voice of doubt starts whispering in your ear, you have to silence it with action. You remind yourself that the pain is temporary, but quitting lasts forever. Every single rep in the gym, every late night studying, every sacrifice you make, it all stacks up. Think of them like bricks, building the unshakable foundation of your victory. Winners know this deep down. The world doesn't owe them a single thing. They don't sit around waiting for opportunities to fall into their laps. They go out and create them. They don't wait for someone to give them permission. They take action and ask for forgiveness later. They don't let fear dictate their choices. They look it right in the eye, confront it, and turn it into fuel for their fire. To win, you must embrace failure. You have to see it as a necessary part of the process, because every setback, every loss, is just a lesson sharpening your edge, making you stronger, smarter, and more resilient for the next fight. So ask yourself right now, and be honest, how bad do you really want it? I'm not talking about when it's easy or when the crowd is cheering your name. I'm talking about when no one is watching, when the grind feels endless, when you're all alone and the finish line seems impossibly far away. That's the moment. That's when winners are made. That's when you prove to yourself and to the world that you will do what it takes, no matter what it takes. The choice is in your hands right now. Do you want to be ordinary, or do you want to be unstoppable? Do you want to spend your life talking about winning, or do you want to live it? If you are truly ready, then step forward with a relentless spirit. Step forward with unshakable discipline, and with a fire inside you that refuses to be extinguished. Do what it takes. Work harder than everyone else. Sacrifice more. Push past the limits you once thought were unbreakable. Because when you finally win, when you stand victorious and you look back at the journey, you'll know. You'll know it wasn't luck, it wasn't a coincidence, and it certainly wasn't handed to you. It was earned, forged in sweat, sacrifice, and pure will. And trust me, there is no feeling in the world greater than that.
Chandelier flickers like breath on a glass as I step through the veil from the future to past. No footprints remain on the marble I tread, yet somehow it knows every word I've not said. Mirrors in mourning, they shimmer with grace, echoes of laughter still haunting this place. And there in the stillness, my name's on the floor, etched in gold script just behind the locked door. A waltz made of whispers begins to unfurl in the ballroom where souls take their final twirl. No clock on the wall, no night turns to day, just shadows in gowns who have danced all away. The violins cry like they knew me in life, the harps play regrets like a once faithful wife. Candles lean low but they never burn out, their wax tells a story that time won't recount. A partner in silence extends out their hand with grace that no living could quite understand. And there in the stillness, my name's on the floor, etched in the silence forever no more. A pirouette spun on a breath I once knew, in the ballroom where fate wears a slipper of rue. No windows to open, no doors left to flee, just answers and waiting, and now one is me. Oh, I tried to outrun it, the hush of the hall, but the music remembered and summoned me all. Now my story's a measure, a beat in the gloom. I belong to the hush of the lace-draped ballroom. So here in the stillness, my name finds its glow, etched in the floor where the dead learn to flow. A ghost in a gown with no need to pretend, in the ballroom where time comes to twist and transcend. No farewells to speak, no steps to undo, just the waltz of the lost in their final part, the dead. One step, two step, the silence shall keep in the ballroom where even the echoes must leave.